Hi, I'm Evan.
I'm Teddy, and we're the Picture and the Poet.
And this is Conversations with Lola, Episode 6.
And today we're talking about us.
Yeah. We are on... Okay, yeah. We are on... What? You were going to say something?
I was going to do it.
Okay, go for it.
So we're here with our van. We're near Steep Rock, staying at a camp that I went to growing up. We have a camp all to ourselves. Shout out Silver Bay.
We are here because we are on our way up to Thompson. Don't know if you're allowed to drink on this camp, but...
ASMR with Evan Burkett talking with his wife, Teddy Kilmartin. On today's episode, we will be having an intimate conversation about their relationship.
So, how did Teddy and I meet?
I saw you well before we had actually met,
Right.
and you were very handsome. You're the type that I really liked at the time. I mean, now as well. And then we met at an audition to be in a church band.
You were wearing nudies, it's a wolf t-shirt and leather backpack. And I got a little excited about you. But anyways, we kind of went, we were chatting, as you do when you first start going out with someone, you're chatting a lot, asking out on more dates. And like I said, I was a bit of a different person then, and I made the terrible decision of just being like, no.
I don't think it was terrible. He didn't want to date me at that time, and I was like, and I was upset by that, but I obviously don't think that it was a bad choice. At the time, I was like, I hate you, but now I'm like, yeah.
Stage 2,
How we started dating.
how we started dating.
We started going to school together. We had already spent that summer kind of feeling like there was something between us, but denying it. We were kissing. But we were like, no, we're just friends. We're just going to be friends. There was one morning that we went out to the Forks together, and Evan filmed me dancing on top of a parkade on a very small block of concrete. It's like 4 stories up.
So if she danced the wrong way...
Even after all the time we had spent together, something felt different.
Like a week into school, you invited me to a party. And we were just chatting in the hall. And it was one of those moments where it's like the hall emptied for us.
And we looked at each other.
And it's like, what's that mean? I'm not gonna do it.
She won't do it.
She won't do it.
I know, I'm not gonna do it.
I did it.
So he kissed me, and the
Pushed
rest
her in
was
the bathroom,
history.
kissed her, and then I told her in the bathroom, it's like, I think I'm falling for you.
Stage 3 in our relationship was our engagement. We had been dating for less than 3 months when we decided that we should get married.
I
fine.
knew you for 2 years up to that point, and there was always something. And because of the situations we went through together, I was able to get to know you. Like when I said I'm falling for you and I want to go out with you, at that point I already knew. It was like, okay, that was like,
Right.
I'm dating to make sure that
Yeah.
I will like you.
He planned this very elaborate proposal, which I'm sure some people have seen before. There's an entire video with multiple camera angles of him proposing.
Time is money, honey, our time makes me a millionaire. Will you marry me?
If something good happens in life, capture it with multiple cameras, with multiple audio angles, and live stream it if you can. If that's the business that we're in, so
Yeah.
next stage of our relationship, have a wedding.
We dated for 3.5 months, and then we got married about 6 months after that, which was very fast. And
Something that I have always knew I wanted was a short engagement.
we were able to do it in a short timeline, like 6 months, because of having a planner, because of our small guest list, and because of having it on private property.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Doggy. I'm sorry.
That's not enough. The next stage of our relationship is our life after our wedding.
starting with day one, like wedding hangovers are real. Like, yes, there are alcohol hangovers, which
Grab a Caesar and you're fine.
wedding hangover that's the thing where it's like you've invested so much time, money and emotion into this one day, and it's like this peak, and you like gotta bounce back from that high.
And you're like, it's over.
And it's over.
It's over.
Because for us, it was like people hanging out, best day of your life.
Nobody. I would say our first year of marriage was emotional. We had to have a lot of tough conversations about communication and money and all sorts of things.
In that first year, we did have someone in our life that kind of helped us through it. We could talk through.
We were still in love. We were still happy, but we just needed a third party. And I think people should prioritize it, even if they're happy in their marriage, like going and talking to somebody. And yeah.
Next stage of our relationship was starting a business together.
We had only been dating for a few weeks when Evan had asked me to come to a wedding that he was shooting months later as his second shooter. And by the time we got to that wedding together and we shot it together, we were engaged.
Yeah.
It was actually February of 2017. We were sitting in a Vietnamese restaurant.
TH Dangs.
Hey, I love TH Dangs.
Yeah.
Thank you, TH. When Evan told me that he thinks that we should rebrand.
We found a couple in the States, Lexi and Cody, who are amazing graphic designers, and they had a rebranding package, which was like more money than we've ever spent.
It was out of our realm of understanding
Yeah.
at the time, and I was a little bit nervous about doing it, and I almost said no. But then once we did it, we were so grateful we did.
The next stage of our relationship, jumping into van life.
Funny because part of the reason why we went with Lexi and Cody to do our rebrand and create the Picture in the Poet is because they lived in a van at the time, and that was the beginning stages of us also deciding that van life was something for us.
It was the year that we started, went on those first 2 dates. I had watched a video on Vimeo, this guy and his wife and their kid who bought an Airstream and were traveling the country, and their goal was to visit all the national parks.
Ooh, cool.
And at that point, I fell in love with the idea of tiny living and living mobily. And
I feel like it was so long ago that I have no memory of when you once first brought up living in a van. I don't remember being opposed to it at any time.
the last stage of our relationship, and this will always be the last stage, getting Lola.
Before we were even married, I wanted a dog.
And I always told her, next year. Next year we'll get one.
I get how obsessed people get about their dogs now that I have Lola. Well, she's added a level of like comedic relief. We can be in the same room and then look over at her, see how cute she's being, and then look at each other and be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You're at this point, it's hard to romanticize the relationship, because like you're like the air I breathe, you know? It's like, what would life be without you? I love you. Thank you for joining us. If you're still here, bye for now. I don't know why we're clinking. There's nothing left.